Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. We are ready for some after hours action. Hopefully. Everybody get a good look at the eclipse. I trust. Not me. Not me. All right. Well. We're going to make some cash here this afternoon in after hours. We've got a minute and a half. And we still haven't gotten over 10,000 on TikTok. We're getting very, very close. So if you would, please hit the follow button on TikTok. We would much appreciate it. We're trying to get that thing over 10,000 followers, but we're getting close. Getting close. And we're trying to get YouTube, we're trying to get that over 1,000. If we could get that over 1,000, that would be awesome. So we've got about 30 seconds here until we get our 4 o'clock runners in after hours. Let's see what we get. Good luck to everybody. Again, you know how this works. The news comes out, I read the news, you decide whether or not you want to get in or not. All right. Wave had a great day. Yes, it did. What about SMFL? Called SMFL out this morning, and I think it was around 54 cents. To be fair, it was around 54, 55 cents when we called that out in pre-market, and that stock did manage to run all the way to $1.26, over 100% runner. Over 100% run on that one. Can't complain about that one. Same way with AUUD, another beautiful one from this morning that ran. As of right now, we have no news in the after hours. BENF up 14% here in after hours. Yes, Gassy Inc. Yes, I am going to start doing some updates. KA, take a look at that one. KA, initial clinical response. KA is the ticker symbol. Popped up in after hours on this. No volume to speak of. No volume, but it popped up real quick on news. Take a look at it. Again, I read them off. You make the decision on whether or not you want to jump into these or not. Good afternoon, Bagman. All right. What else do we got here? KA now up 62%, 66, 64, 75, 85, over $1. Doesn't get any easier than that. KA, look at that baby go. What kind of a float do we got on that one? KA. 7 million public float. Let's watch our after hours here in Ryan, 73 cents to $1.03 on KA. Quick in and out. Linnell, good afternoon. Good afternoon. And yes, we are going to start doing some more TikTok videos. You know, I was in a habit there for a very long time of doing those every single morning and every single evening, and I was just posting and posting and posting. And I'll tell you, it's exhausting. It really is exhausting. But I need to get back to doing it again. I need to do that. Look at SMFL down here now, back to where it started. AUUD, nothing to show there yet. KA, nothing there. Looks like Ryan made some money on that one so far. Jeffrey is in the house. My son has joined us. Everybody say hello to Jeffrey. KA pulling back down. TC, SMFL, edible, EDBL popped up a little bit. Looking for a clear runner. Edible popped up again. EDBL. HTCR. What do we got here? Fourth quarter full year report. Financials on HTCR. Got my son with us here on TikTok. Thank you for AUUD. It took it from 349 to 502. Very nice. Cody says, hey, Jeffrey. KA now up 70%. HTCR still up a little bit. Let's see if we get another nice little push on KA. Yes, there are two of us. He's with us on TikTok. Join us on TikTok. Jeffrey is my oldest son, my firstborn. And if you guys thought that I sang well, sang good, you should hear Jeffrey. Yes. I can remember going to watch Jeffrey for the first time in a school play in high school. I remember going to see a musical that he was in and had no idea. No idea at all that he could sing. And he came out in that musical and just floored me. Absolutely floored me how good he was. Absolutely floored me. PDYN. BTC. Waiting on something here. KA so far is our only hope. KA. Like to see that push back up over $1. Jeffrey is up in northern Indiana up there. Well, maybe closer, probably easier to say he's in mid Indiana, just north of Indianapolis there. Hopefully I can get him down here sometime for a little vacation time, a little beach time, maybe a little time at Busch Gardens. OPGN up 21%. OPGN popped. Houston Daniels, 2 hours from you. I think Jeffrey's in Peru. That's correct? Peru, Indiana. Houston Daniels is in Cincinnati. Okay. Got a couple of friends in Cincinnati. AUUD curling up. Trying to push. Thank you very much for hitting the follow button. Do appreciate that tremendously. We're trying to get it over 10,000 followers. That is our goal. 10,000. I don't know if we're going to get there today or tomorrow, but hopefully soon. OPGN. Pulling back a little bit here. Now we had KA run up nicely for us for about 3 minutes, pulled back, and now it's going sideways. But KA and OPGN seem to be the two that show the most promise. So far. So far. All right, KA back to 92. Maybe we'll get it back over $1. Who knows? 94, 93, 94, 94, 94.9. Looks like KA is going to pop again. Volume starting to come in on this one. 105. Come on, break through that. Let's break that 112. Break that high of 112. Anybody see anything else running? Well, we managed to get it up to 109. AUUD still curling up. We told you it was curling up when it was at $3.50, and it's at 372 right now. It's 373, 374. $376. anybody have anything else running besides KA, OPGN, and AUUD? Anything moving? Edible, nah. It's up 12%. So far, KA is the only thing moving on news. But if something pops up here, we'll definitely give it to you. Hopefully this doesn't turn into a slow, uneventful after hours. We hope. We hope. TAO, AUUD, edible. OPTX popped up and then went sideways. I think that's a non-issue. CHSN popped up. CHSN. The bid is at 208. It popped. Not sure what's going on there. CHSN. That was 208 when I called that out on the bid. The bid was 208 when I called that one out. The bid is now 255. Let's see. Oh boy. Are you guys awake in there? Are you guys awake in TikTok land? CHSN, the bid now at 271. I don't think KA has a whole lot left in the gas tank here. Everything seems to be going down. Sean took CHSN on our little call out here. When I mentioned it going up, he took it from 212 to 262. 212 to 262. Not bad at all. Ryan, CHSN, took it from $2.26 to $2.55. Not bad at all. Those are pretty good trades. Those are pretty good, solid trades. Quick in and quick out. Bucks. No news on CHSN. I don't see any news on it at all. Look at Wave. WAVE. Take a look at that one. Clicking through some press releases here, but none of them, they've been on my scanner for a few minutes, but I haven't clicked on them because the volume's not moving, the price isn't moving, so I know the press release is nothing of any interest to anybody. Getting a press release is great But if it's not going to move the ticker, if it's not going to move the price up or draw in a lot of volume, then we're really not interested in it. You need a whiteboard to write big hits on. Take a look at wave. Let's go back to volume here. BENF is a sleeper. Thank you very much for the suggestion, newbie, over here on YouTube. Appreciate that. I have had people suggest that to me before, that I should have a big whiteboard, big dry erase board or something with stuff on it. And I used to use TikTok videos to express all those big runners, and I need to get back into doing that. Same way doing it on YouTube, putting on the shorts on YouTube. YouTube shorts and little TikTok shorts. BENF. Come on, BENF. BENF. Pushing up. We've gone from 9 cents to 11 cents on BENF. All right, let's go back to after hours. KA. Doesn't look like KA has anything left in it. BENF is trying. Edible. OPTX. Nothing. CHSN. Nothing. You guys that took CHSN, you look at the chart now and you see why it was important to jump in quick and jump out and not wait around and see if it was going to climb to $3 or $3.50. You jumped in, you ran it up a significant amount, and then just jumped out and didn't care about it. And you can look at the chart here and you can see the importance of that. And that's something that I have been preaching for a long time, especially in pre-market and after hours. A lot of these, especially these that are running on no news at all, if they don't have any news on them and they just all of a sudden they start running, you have to pretty well count on the fact that it's probably a pump and dump, and you got to play it accordingly. You jump in and you jump out. You don't mess around with them. Don't hold on to them. BENF at 11. KA back down. Edible 797. Remember, EDBL, edible. We just added that to our microfloat list. Norm says, just messaged and said, I joined the site because of TikTok. Was able to go over your buy and sells, to check out your trades, separated you from the BSers out there in La La Land. Definitely no BS in here. We're about as real as you can get. Some days we get some beautiful runners. Some days we don't get any. Now today, I will say this morning, we had quite a few nice little runners on our hands this morning. No doubt. BENF pushing back up again. Would love to see this one go. AEHL. AEHL popping up. I don't see any news on this one, but it is moving. AEHL. How about Wave? Are you guys still watching Wave? Up to 515. Looks like we just hit 525 on Wave. Another press release here on Wave. Wave Power is chosen by a major international energy company to conduct wave energy feasibility studies for the U.S. coastline. We're up 20%, 21% in after hours. That stock's up 276% from this morning. This reminds me very much of AUUD this morning. This one ran from $1.35 today during regular market hours, and it's managed to climb its way all the way up to 525, so not a bad run on that stock. And it looks like it's still trying to go. It looks like it's still trying. AMPI files for $250 shelf offering on AMPI, AMPY. Looks like we got a shelf offering coming there. SOND, S-O-N-D. Looks like a class action lawsuit. That's fluff. S-A-N-D, nothing there. A-H-T, nothing there. Just fluff. When I say nothing there, it just means it's fluff. Nothing to look at. LFCR, class action lawsuit. And BKD. Nothing there. That stock's had a pretty nice run over the last 2 days, last 2 trading days. KITT is flying. KITT. Take a look at that one. Looks like KITT took off from 26 cents to 39 cents. Pulling back now. Boy, there's a lot of these that just out of nowhere are taking off. You got to be picky and choosy. MOBQ. Somebody wants me to look at that one. Well, I would like to be optimistic about that one, but man, I just don't see any volume on this stock. MOBQ just doesn't look good to me at all. We're talking about a stock that gets like 27,000 shares traded per day. Here's a day that only had 9,000 shares. Here's a day that had 5,000 shares. So nothing about this stock would interest me at all. Now, if I had gone long on it clear back in February at 31 cents and it was up to like 90 cents where it's at now, I'd be scaling out of it, looking a way to get out. But with the kind of volume that it has, like today, 6,000 shares traded. It's hard to get out of a stock like that. There's just not enough buyers to get out. So overall, I give it a thumbs down. There's nothing interesting about that stock at all. And I have no reason to believe it's going to go up. The spread on the bid and the ask is insane. It doesn't look like one I would touch. ICAD, let's take a look at the news there. Hidden risk disease uncovers hidden heart disease risk, according to new data presented. Challenge college meeting. Take a look at ICAD. Got some news popped up on that one. ICAD. And then we got Reacts again, RBOT, financials, CDE, nothing there. CLLS, conference. VINC presents positive preliminary data. But no volume. Class action lawsuit, virtual conference, ACQN, nothing there. Kodak. Let's look at, first we're going to look at TISI. SKLZ. Nothing there. Kodak company stock outperforms competitors on a strong trading day. Very little volume. THTX. Clinical trial, chairman of the board. Annual meeting. Stock class action lawsuit on this one. A lot of fluff news. A lot of fluff news. Nothing worth getting into. Nothing worth it. Let's go back to percentages again. All right. KA is up 34%. KITT 35%. BENF OPTX. Edible back down. We have TC. It's not doing anything. Well, did everybody get a couple of pictures of the eclipse? I hope so. Gotta go. Not gonna spout off that kind of nonsense on here. Trolls are out again. Trolls are out. It is a free-for-all on YouTube. Full eclipse here in Texas. People are going eclipse nuts. People are losing their minds about eclipse. I've seen a few of them in my lifetime. You've seen one, you see them all. Kit seems like it wants to go back up to its high here, or trying to push at its high. Started at 26 cents. It's at 35. CLRO dividend in 2 days. Yes, thank you, Chris, for reminding all of us about that. Don't forget, we've got a CLRO dividend in 2 days to pay that out. Got to hold it until the 10th. And then watch it dump on the 11th. Watch it dump on the 11th. All right, what's Wave doing? Wave's crawling up. Wave, what are you doing? Wave is starting to push. Come on, let's get it back up over 5. Kit might push. Come on. Is Kit going to be the one? Is that the one that's going to make us all 100 heirs? I would say I'm guessing, but I would say that you should be required to hold it till the 10th. And I would say at the close of business on the 10th, the close of the trading day on the 10th. I could be wrong on that, and we'll have to do some research this evening and tomorrow and find out, try to get a definitive answer on that. But I'm guessing if they tell you to hold it until the 10th, that would mean the 10th and right up until 4 o'clock, until the end of the trading day. Is Kit going to be the one? We're watching. We're waiting for that push. Norm's saying if you sell it on the 10th, you will not get paid. He had another stock very similar to this one, sold it on the last day that he was required to hold it, and he didn't get the dividend. So I would not sell it any time during the day on the 10th. Best way to do that. Then you're at least guaranteed to get it. Last May. Okay, it was the same company. CLRO. They did the exact same thing last May. And Norm was in it then. And sold it on the last day that he was supposed to own it till, and did not receive it. Oh my. Oh my. That water's good, but it's not a monster. It is not the same. Kit, come on. What did we say the float was on Kit, or didn't we? 12 million. Nothing going on here right now. Thank you for hitting the like button, double tapping that screen. I appreciate it. Hitting the follow button if you haven't already. Follow us. And feel free to join us on the website anytime you want to. wolfpackcommunity.com. Pop over there and subscribe to the live trading. You're more than welcome to. Everyone welcome. Regardless of your trading experience. Doesn't matter if you have never traded before or if you've been trading for years. If you'd like to get some of the call outs on these press releases that are popping up, this is the place to do it. I see a D stuck, KA stuck, coming down. Well, I got to tell you, Kit is just not getting any volume. Anybody else see anything running? I don't see anything running. Anybody see anything running at all? BENF, I wouldn't touch it right now. Be far too easy for that stock to fall back to 5 cents. We're trying to put some hope here in Kit on KITT, but it just doesn't want to seem to pop for us. Yeah, it looks like SNLA had a horrible day. Spiked up nice in pre-market and then took a dump. BENF. Are you going to take some of that, Ryan, that BENF? Going to take a shot at that one? Let's see. TC is up. Ryan got some at 9 cents. With that in mind, Ryan, I'd hold on to that. If you manage to get some at 9 cents, it's well worth holding. I wouldn't let it drop below your buy-in though. I wouldn't let it pull you into the red. It starts to pull you into the red, I think I would jump out myself. But as long as you're green, doesn't hurt anything to hold on to it. It might take a little patience and you might get a little impatient holding on to it, watching it do nothing. But as long as you're green on it, give it the benefit of the doubt. KA curling back up, or at least trying to. Kit, looks like Kit just fell apart. Looking for 12. You might get 12. It's very possible. Oh my. Had a little bit of a disappointment today. I went to my favorite stock trading, live stock trading channel on YouTube. And this isn't like an individual guy like me doing this. This is an actual big company where they've got several traders trading with live cameras on each person, and they switch from camera to camera. It's kind of like an actual newsroom kind of a feel to it. And it's been free for as long as I can remember. It's always been free to watch as long as I can remember. And I went to tune in today to check it out since I hadn't been there for a long time. And now you got to pay a subscription to watch it. So that's just part of it. 11.3. You might get your 12 yet, Ryan. It might just touch that $12 spot. BENF. Isn't that something? That is up the highest so far. It's up 33%. It's the best runner we got so far. And it's an 11-cent stock. It's a cheap little penny stock. 11.9. Let's push this over. Let's root him on. Let's go. Let's get up over 12 for Ryan. Ryan's been doing really, really well with us the last week or two and really doing amazing. We want to see this get up over 12 for Ryan. $11.8. Come on. WINT acquires early stage novel oncology. Wint popped up a little bit on some news here. WINT. So you might want to look at that one. I don't know what the float is on that one, but it's worth popping your head over and take a look. There's 12. We just smacked 12 on BENF. Come on. Come on. Oh, and the ask pulled back right away. We're rooting for you, Ryan. Ryan sold. Very nice. Oh. He got his 12 cents. Love it. KA. BCLI. Curling up. BCLI. Trying desperately to get up. We just hit 90 cents on BCLI. Thank you for hitting the subscribe button on YouTube. Appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot. Doesn't cost anything to hit that subscribe button. And also, really thank you on TikTok for hitting the follow button. We're trying to get the follows up to 10,000. Who's going to be the 10,000th person to do that? Who's going to tip the scales? Who's going to be the one person that tips that scale to 10,000? Rick had BENF earlier from 8 cents to 14 cents. That had to be a pretty nice solid trade, Rick. That had to be some pretty decent profit. MJ, I'm your guy for 10K. How close are we? How close are we? Are we getting anywhere near 10K followers? We've got to be really, really close. BCIN. We need 15. Oh my, we're getting really close. We are so close. Oh, to think that we started at 0. To think that we started at 0 and we're only 15 shy of hitting 10,000. That is really amazing. But it's been a long time coming, that's for sure. It's taken us a while to build that up. That is great. BCLI at 97 cents. Looks like it's trying to push over $1. We're getting close. How close are we on YouTube to hitting 1,000? We got to be at least 150 to 160 people away. And YouTube is a big, 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 big place. So I would imagine once we get the word out, things should spread pretty quickly on YouTube. How high can BENF go? Well, we know it can probably go to at least 14. We hit, what do we hit today? We hit 16.5 earlier today. So to say that it could go to 16.5 is, pretty realistic. YGMZ. YGMZ. $10 to the 10K person. If I could identify who the exact 10,000th person was, I wouldn't hesitate to give them a door prize. But I'd never know who that person was unless it hit 10,000 and stopped. And then I could look at my list of new followers and see who the last one was. MJ says, I'll be the guy. I accept check, cash, or money orders. Can we do it? Can we get this darn thing up? Let's share this live. Hit the like button. Let's draw in some more people. We've only got 56 people in here with us right now. We're going to need more than that if we're going to get this up to 10,000 followers. Very slow after hours, unfortunately. And tomorrow is Tuesday, the 9th. So just FYI, Landon, good afternoon. Tomorrow, there will not be an after hours live from me tomorrow. Looks like Wave is starting to curl back up. Looks like YGMZ tried really, really hard to make a run at it. Fell back. No volume on that stock today. No after hours for me, because I am the lucky one and I get to go to a doctor's appointment at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a consultation, a procedure meeting, like to talk about it, explain it, set up the actual date, all that kind of stuff for a colonoscopy. Yay! Pre-screening for a colonoscopy. Am I not absolutely just the luckiest guy on the planet? Yay for me. Find out when my colonoscopy is. I know that's TMI. I know. But hey, we're family, right? We're family. So I can share that stuff with you. Good luck. Yes, thank you very much. And then, of course, when they... Sandy. That's a good one, Sandy. I like that one. Thank you. Oh. Yeah, they're getting me in both ends. They went down for the the throat a couple of months ago, and now they're getting ready to go up the other end. So the VA is checking me out head to toe, and that is not an exaggeration. But luckily, I made the appointment for the afternoon at 1 o'clock. So we won't miss our morning live stream tomorrow. We're still good there. But after hours, I may not be back in time. There's a possibility that I could be back in time to do 4 o'clock. But yeah, good chance I may not too. So we'll see. Oh, you guys are cracking me up. I set myself up for to be the butt of jokes. No pun intended. I am the butt of your jokes. Oh no. Anyhow. Yeah, so tomorrow no after hours. And then of course, I don't know when they're going to schedule the actual procedure. And obviously, whatever day that is, I'll let you know because I won't be able to do a live stream that day. I think that goes without saying. I will be incapacitated that day because I usually like to do those early in the morning. So there's a good chance I'm not going to do a live at all the entire day on the day of. And you'll be streaming all right. You betcha. And I would think, it's been a few years since I've had it done. And I don't remember after the anesthesia that day, the next day, how good I'm going to feel. I would assume fine, once it wears off, I'll be fine. Ryan says Jeff will be chasing runners that day for sure. Oh God, you guys. Call me Uncle Louie. What time you come on for pre-market? I go live on our website, which is where we do our main live stream. We do that at 6:45 a.m. Eastern time. We go live at 6:45 a.m. and we're on for almost 3 hours. Now here on TikTok, I usually come on around 7:30, and I'm only on for like a half an hour or so. Hamster in a GoPro helmet. That ain't right, man. That ain't right. The economy colonoscopy is a hamster with a GoPro helmet. Oh, you guys are sick, man. Oh my God. That is too funny. IVP. IVP. Popping from 5 cents. Let's see. We started at 4 cents. It's now at 5 cents. IVP. Oh my gosh. Marcia, I let everybody know that I wasn't going to be doing a live stream here probably in a few weeks because of a colonoscopy. And the jokes started running. No pun intended. Oh, God, funny. You guys make me chuckle in the afternoons. I can tell you that. Where's all this humor bright and early in the morning when I need it? Oh, they were some good ones. There were some good ones. Between the website, TikTok, and YouTube. Oh, I definitely was the butt of everybody's jokes. Yeah, I'm not much of a morning person either. If I had to let if I had to like turn off my alarm, go to bed at a decent time and just turn off my alarm, I probably would wake up around 7:30 ish. Right around 7:30 probably. My body would just naturally wake up. But I have to set my alarm for 4:30 in the morning. 4:30 to get up to be able to do what I do in the mornings with the live stream. And sometimes even that feels like I'm rushing it, but just because it's hard for me to get motivated in the mornings. I worked second shift for so long. I'm just not a real super early morning person. Well, are we getting any closer to 10,000? That's what I want to know. How close are we on YouTube to hitting 1,000 subscribers? Are we getting anywhere near it? Four 5:30 or 6. You should go to bed around 6:30. Might get up. Yeah, I go live on TikTok around 6:45. Or I'm sorry, thinking of the website. I go live on TikTok usually around 7:30 a.m. Eastern time. Usually around 7:30. Still need 15 on TikTok. All right. Nobody's checking on YouTube. What do we get here? We've gotten 55 press releases so far in After Hours, and none of them really have done much. I'm at 817. So I need what, 183? Need about 183 more people. On YouTube. So we still have a ways to go on YouTube to hit that 1,000 mark. Tilray. Let's take a look at Tilray. Let me sort these by runners here. BENF, KA, BCLI, IVP, OPTX, KIT. Man, everything that went up came down. There, nothing is holding, nothing's running. We don't have a clear after hours monster on our hands right now, unfortunately. So let's take a look. In the meantime, let's take a look at Tilray for Alex. BCLI, Tilray, Mhm. Well, if I was able to have gotten Tilray back on Friday when it hit some of those lows in the 250s, I'd probably still continue to hold it. Wouldn't dump it yet. Because this could get a nice big pop up to about 280. However, if I bought it today in the 255 to 260 range, I'd be nervous. I'd be a little bit nervous. I don't see it popping up anytime soon unless they get a really nice press release pops in there. It could definitely pop to 275, 280 on a good press release. So it really depends on where you're at on this trade. Are you green? Are you red? If you're red, it'd make me nervous to hold it any longer. If I was green, I would continue holding it until it pulled me back, especially if you really feel confident that it is going to pop at some point and you're already green. It doesn't hurt anything to hold on to it just a few more days to see if you can get a nice pop out of it. Unless it pulls you back. If it pulls back and turns your green into red, then that's when you got to start thinking about selling it. They have earnings tomorrow. So and one of the things I don't see with this stock is the normal run up into earnings. A lot of stocks will run up leading into earnings. And I'm not seeing that with this one. It's been kind of flat the last couple of trading days. But if you're green on it right now, I will say this, if you're green on it right now, it might be worth holding it going into earnings. Wait for that earnings report. If the earnings report is good, it's going to spike and you're going to be glad you held on to it. If the earnings report is bad, it's going to tank. So you have to be ready for that and dump them shares as quick as you can if the earnings report is bad. And you'll know that it's bad because the stock is going to tank. You won't even have to read it to know if it's bad or not. All right. All right, let's go to after hours. Unfortunately, we're just not getting anything. IVP is the top runner so far. And that's a 5-cent stock. BENF is in the number 2 spot. It's up 25%. KA is number 3. BCLI is number 4. And then we've got KITT, K-I-T-T, pulling up the rear. No pun intended. So not a lot running. This is definitely one of those boring after hours. Good afternoon, Sheila. Better late than never. We're just about done. Not going to stay on here much longer in after hours. There's nothing going on. There's nothing running. There's nothing moving. There's no news coming out that's pushing stocks up. That's really what we're looking for in after hours. Yes, a runner that's just organically going up on its own. Those are nice if you can get in early. But really what we're looking for in after hours are press releases. We want those press releases that give the stock a nice catalyst to push that thing up. And unfortunately, we're just not Just not getting one. KA is the only one that put out a press release that's really done anything. So we won't stay on here much longer. Yeah, and as soon as I leave, as soon as I log off, you guys are going to get a nice press release. I can't tell you how many times that's happened. Bonfire Rob, little testimonial here on YouTube. He says, I've been thinking about my trading from a year ago before I joined your adventure. I wanted to give you a heartfelt thank you. I almost know what I'm doing. Jeff, you're the best. Well, thank you very much, Rob. I appreciate that very, very much. Glad that I could help. Even if I only help one person, I feel good about that. Would you swing KA with that type of news? Just based on the news by itself, just based on the news by itself, no. That wouldn't be enough of a prompt to get me to hold it into tomorrow. WB, I'm starting on Monday. I got my account set up over the weekend. I'm nervous and excited, mostly nervous. Well, we are excited for you. And we'll try to help take some of those nervous feelings away for you. And based on the chart, MJ, as of right now, this very moment, I wouldn't hold it going into pre-market tomorrow. And not based on the news either. Now, if it starts climbing here in after hours, later on, say 5:30, 6 o'clock, it starts to go and it makes a beautiful climb up over $1 and really is showing some upward momentum right up until 8 o'clock. Yeah, I'd probably hold on to it going into pre-market. But as of right now, what it's doing right now, no, I wouldn't hold on to it. Well, thank you very much, guys, for the words of encouragement. I do appreciate it very much. TikTok is where it's all started. My oldest son is to be thanked for that. He's the one that got me started doing that. He contacted me one day, said, Dad, with all that stock trading stuff you do and all the money that you make stock trading, you should share that information with people. And I said, well, I wouldn't even have the slightest idea of how to go about sharing that information, which is one of the reasons I wrote the book, was to help share the information. That was the whole purpose of the book when I wrote it, was to get some of this information out. And he said, well, why don't you just make a couple of TikTok videos? And be quite honest, in full disclosure, I didn't even know what TikTok was. So that's how raw I was. I didn't even know what it was. But I made a few videos and seemed like people were interested, and so we just kept going. KA going sideways, BCLI, BENF, nothing's running. Anybody got Stocks for Beginners is the name of the book. It's on my website if you're interested. You can get it as a paperback or as an ebook. Ebook's a lot easier. It's cheaper. It's a quick read. It's a quick read. You could sit down and read the paperback. You could probably read it, every word in it depending how fast of a reader you are, you could probably do it in 45 minutes to an hour. It's really pretty quick read. But it was exciting doing the book. I was very excited to do the book. I was able to put author behind my name, which was really cool. And it's just the basic of stock trading. It's nothing. You're not going to learn anything in that book unless you've never traded before. Let's put it that way. If you've been trading for a couple of months already, the book's probably not going to help. It really was written out of the necessity. People were contacting me who'd never done any trading. They didn't even know online trading existed. And they were contacting me saying, how do I do that? How do I get involved in online trading? That's who the book is for. People who don't have an account, who are trying to get things set up. And of course, I do go over some of the basics, candles, trend lines, support and resistance, some of the basics, what kind of equipment you need, those kind of things. So it's really for the very, very newbie beginner trader. For those people, the book is very helpful. But if you've already got an account, you've already been trading, you've already made some good trades, and you kind of know what you're doing as far as the operation of the process, the book probably not going to help you much. I will thank him. I will give him a big thank you for that. But I like to always disclose, that the book is really for beginners, because I've had a few people that have been trading for, a year and a half and got the book and were a little disappointed because there was nothing in there that they didn't already know. But all right, IVP, BE and F. Nothing running. No, the book isn't on Amazon. I struggled for several weeks trying to decide whether or not I wanted to put it on Amazon. And I could have, but I opted out of that and I just put it on the website. So the website, wolfpackcommunity.com, that's the only place you can find the book for sale. I thought about putting it on Etsy and, God, there was another one, Shopify or Amazon, of course. But, and I probably could sell a lot more of them if I put it on Amazon. But if you look at Amazon and you do a quick search on Amazon of books like Stocks for Beginners, that space is flooded, and I mean flooded with product. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of books out there on Amazon for beginners, for stocks for beginners, or how to get started kind of books. There's just literally hundreds. And my book would have been just mixed in with hundreds and hundreds of other books. And I just didn't feel it was worth putting it in that space. If I was a celebrity or something like that, where people recognize me without the book, I could put a book out there like that and it would probably sell pretty well. People would find it because of the celebrity, but since I'm not, all right. Well, folks, there is just nothing going on. Maybe if I log off of here, something will pop up on the scanner for you. That's usually what happens. As soon as I log off, something takes off running. Or a press release comes out. It always happens. As soon as I log off. All right. Well, I'm not seeing anything. And I don't think you guys are seeing anything either. Because nobody is chiming in on any platform that I'm live on right now talking about anything. There's nothing going on. Nothing going on. So, by all means, hit the follow button on TikTok. I appreciate that very, very much. We're trying to get it over 10,000. And thank you for hitting the subscribe button on TikTok or on YouTube. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Well, guys, I am going to be out of here. There's nothing going on in the market right now. It's extremely slow. Only 15 more to go to get that 10K. Can we do it? I don't know. Maybe if everybody shares a video or likes a video or comments on some videos or does something to draw some attention to the site, maybe somebody will pop on there. But anyway, you guys have a good night. I will see everybody on the website, as always, at 6:45 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow morning. And YouTube, I will be on also at 6:45 a.m. YouTube and TikTok are a little bit different times. So TikTok, I will see you guys at 7:30 a.m. Eastern time. And we'll go live for a little bit with you. And until then, you guys have a blessed evening. If you catch something running tonight, I'll be watching from a distance, and hopefully we get a nice little runner. So until then, you guys have a good night, and I'll see you bright and early in the morning.